الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I want to speak about knowledge from the perspective of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam and how this connects to one of the greatest events in Shia Islam, Karbala. When we think about knowledge, we may think of academia, but from the perspective of the Ahlul Bayt, seeking knowledge is not just academia. But from the perspective of the Ahlul Bayt, seeking knowledge is not simply about gaining knowledge. Knowledge is a responsibility. The Holy Prophet Muhammad taught the importance of seeking knowledge, and after him, the Imams of Ahlul Bayt carried this tradition forward. Among the most important figures in this tradition is Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam was not only known for his bravery and leadership, he was also renowned for his wisdom and knowledge. His teachings discussed subjects such as human nature, justice, society, morality, and the creation of the universe. One of the most famous sayings attributed to Imam Ali is knowledge is better than wealth. Why? Because wealth is something you have to protect, while knowledge protects us. This teaches us that being intelligent is not simply about knowing more facts. True knowledge should make us better people. For Shia Muslims, this is extremely important. The Imams were not simply leaders who told people what to believe. They were teachers and guides, encouraging people to think and learn and question and seek the truth. And this brings us to an important question. What is the purpose of learning? The answer can be found by looking at the life of another Imam, Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Imam Hussain alayhi salam is remembered most famously through the events of Karbala. In 61 after Hijrah, Imam Hussain and his companions stood against the forces of Yazid. The battle was not only about gaining wealth or worldly power. Imam Hussain stood for truth, justice, and the preservation of the values taught by Prophet Muhammad. This is where knowledge and Karbala connect. Knowledge gives us understanding, but Karbala teaches us what we should do with that understanding. Imagine someone who has studied medicine, but chooses not to save life. Imagine an engineer that can build a house, but doesn't use his skills. Imagine someone who knows what is right, but remains silent when injustice is happening. What is the value of knowledge if it does not lead to action? Imam Hussain showed us that knowing the truth is not enough. We must have the courage to stand with it. And this lesson continued through the Imams after Karbala. Imam Zainal who survived Karbala, preserved the message of his father through worship, education, and supplication. His famous Sahifa Sajjadiyah contained profound teachings about morality, society, human responsibility, and our relationship with Allah. So even after the tragedy of Karbala, the message of the Ahlul Bayt did not disappear. It continued through knowledge, it continued through teaching, it continued through the generations. And that gives us a lesson as Shia Muslims today. We should strive to become people of knowledge and character. We should study, we should ask questions, we should learn and learn about the world around us. But at the same time, we should learn from the Ahlul Bayt how to use that knowledge with humility, justice, and responsibility. Because the legacy of the Imams is not simply about knowing their names, it is about following their example. When we remember Imam Ali alayhi salam, we remember knowledge and justice. When we remember Imam Arbaeen alayhi salam, we remember devotion and patience. And when we remember Imam Hussain alayhi salam, we remember that sometimes standing for truth requires the greatest sacrifice. That is the lesson of Karbala. Karbala teaches us that truth has a price, but abandoning truth has an even greater cost. May Allah give us beneficial knowledge. May He allow us to understand the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. May we use what we learn to help others stand against injustice and become better servants of Allah. And may we always keep the sacrifice of Imam Hussain in our hearts. Ya Hussain! Allahumma salli ala